Thank you for joining us for another episode of USATF's Journey Goes On podcast. I'm your host, Erik, Kynard, joined by the
Wallace Spearman Jr., your co-host, baby.
We have a very electrifying sprinter with us today, ladies and gentlemen. A little new to the scene of international sprinting, but definitely not new to the scene of sprinting itself. Courtney Lindsey, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. It's a beautiful day out here today.
How you feel about having that USA on your chest again? Obviously, last year was a breakout season from a professional standpoint.
Right.
You went through a few different changes that we're going to touch on a little later on.
Yeah.
But just how does it feel to be coming here for a different type of business trip?
It feels good. I really take the 4x1. I take it serious, but it's like more of a, fun race,
Yeah.
But it's to be here and to run as a team and to run with other USA members with the 4x1, it's good. It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do it. So, yeah.
Now, does the fact that this is serving as an Olympic qualifier for the team add any external pressure to the relay, or is it just kind of we're going to go out here and do our thing and have fun?
No, because I think once I add that pressure towards me, it's like I start doing extra stuff during the race.
Yeah.
So I just focus on just, doing my job and just going out there and executing and having fun. So,
Sure.
yeah.
And we heard you got a role model in one of your training partners, man. We heard you look up to him. He's big brother, and he takes care of everything. He might be close, so we might interview him soon.
Oh, man.
But what's the dynamic like with your training group, man? You all family or
A
what's
new
going
training
on?
group as well, right?
Yeah, very new. I like my training group. It's very competitive. It's kind of, I wouldn't say, it's kind of similar to my old training group at Texas Tech because, we were very competitive, but, it's just a higher level. It's more, it's pros and faster people, but the training group is crazy. We go at it every day at fall training, practice, blocks, but it's fun.
And we were talking about this earlier, man. I forgot to add this to the list. So we were talking about tracks across the country. If somebody has a PR there, it might have an asterisk by it. There might have been a Miramar in there, or a Claremont. I think there was another one. What was the other one? Where am I missing? Oh, you gonna get look quiet and nervous now, huh? I think Texas Tech's indoor track might be on that list.
Yeah,
Talk
it
about
might be, it might be.
Talk about it.
But I mean, we can run. I can run.
You are the only one.
I'm gonna say one thing
Okay,
about
okay.
Texas Tech boys.
Okay.
We can run fast at Texas Tech, and we can run fast outside of Texas Tech. So
Some of y'all.
Some of us.
Some of y'all.
Some of
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Yes.
You are unique.
You are the rare case that happens. Everybody else take advantage of that altitude, and we never see or hear from them
Yeah.
again.
We'll give you your credit though, bro.
Yeah.
Especially
I
how you-
appreciate that.
I think you just had a big 200-meter race recently,
Yes,
man. You
sir.
knocked off one of the big headhunters
Yes, sir.
for someone who's a medal contention for this summer.
Yes, sir.
Talk to us about that.
I just came from Kenya about 2 weeks ago. I raced Tobago in the 200. I knew from the start of the race I had to put pressure on him. I knew I had to get out. I knew I was going to get out fast, and I knew he was going to try to come get me. So I just wanted to, test his energy and see his strength and see where he was with his conditioning. So I just got out fast and see if he was going to come get me, and that's what I did.
Well, he definitely did not come get you.
Yeah.
Maybe if it
Yeah.
was an extra 25 meters or so, he would have had a better shot.
Yeah.
And it would have been the nope.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been the 200. Nope.
Yeah.
I wish for that for many years.
Yeah.
So how is it now being on the professional circuit? Obviously, you've made a coaching change. You've left Lubbock and, moved down to Florida, joining a very prestigious sprint group in Star Athletics. And you also do you have a relationship, child? I feel like I saw you with little man.
Yeah, I got a son. He's
So-
2 years old.
2-year-old. So
Yeah,
how do you
2-year-old.
balance that? I have a 2-year-old myself,
Okay.
and so I understand a little bit. So how do you handle that, man? A lot of FaceTime calls, I'm sure.
Man, a lot of FaceTime calls. Well, honestly, she been to every meet this year. We was close to home a lot of the meets, so she been to almost majority of the meets. Just handling that, I just, like right now she texts me like, I'm bored without you, or like she can't wait to go to the next meet. Yeah. But yeah, it's just, it's hard. It's kind of hard sometimes, but she understands.
Yeah.
She knows what I gotta go do and what I gotta go handle for both of them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. Well, so you were getting shown the ropes a little bit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And we got a young character on standby, man. He might be sleeping in a chair over there. But firstly, we want to ask you about a generational relay opportunity, right? So if you could put a fantasy relay together And I'd be interested to hear, because you have a training partner that's standing by, who'd you put on there? If you had to run a 4x1, and you could put any other 3 guys on there with yourself, who would it be?
3 guys.
No
disrespect to my training partners.
Or your coach. Because your coach is historically pretty
Green Machine watching. Green Machine watching.
He's trying to have me lifting weights for weeks.
It's
not gonna happen.
It's just water.
If my dream team, I would say Christian first. I gotta have Christian coming first.
That's been unanimous.
Yeah. Christian coming first, to Gatlin, to me, to Tyson Gay.
All right.
I think that team right there just, shut it down right there. So.
All right. And with that, we're going to welcome in Kyree King, man. One of the most consistent, most versatile 4x100-meter relay legs.
Damn that. I couldn't wait for this to happen. I'm sorry, Courtney. I love you to death, my man. I swear to God I do. But this is Mr. We call him 20-0.
20-0.
20-0, 01. I could keep going, but you get it. And then let's do it again, because he's done it multiple times.
Mr. All the O's.
You right. You right.
And he got green hair right now. He holding it down for the Ducks, man.
But we turn me up, though. Turn me up, Kai.
Yeah. Come on. Showtime Reed.
Man, my man. All right. So, look, you've had a great career yourself. I'm about to say, you've been on some teams, international competition. You were right there whenever I watched the majority of races. The thing that stands out to me most last year was watching you come off that turn either in first or second with a strong field of Noah Lyles and Tobogo. And, I thought you were about to run 18 seconds the way you were moving around that curve. How are you piecing this together? And it seems like whenever you're ready to put this stuff together, sometimes then you have to account for, like, the wind and other things that are going against you. So you are prepared. You are fast. Do you have bad luck?
I think the track guys don't like me or something. It happens to me all the time. Every time I feel like in that London race, I feel like that was kind of I don't want to say a breakout race, but it was kind of like an understanding race for me, because like you said, I got off the turn, I felt real good. I want to say I didn't expect that race to be that damn fast. They ran 19.4 or 19.5. That's moving. So when I seen them taking off, I think the only thing that messed me up was like I thought a little bit go with them, but after a while I said, all right, just stay in your lane, do your thing. But other than that, I think that is accounted to what I've been doing this year. I feel very strong, along with my training partners, and we all been training together. So everybody else is going crazy. So I feel like, it's just a testament to what we've been doing. And so I feel like I'm going to do great this year. I got a 200 in Doha, 19 for sure. No more 20-Os. No more 20-Os.
Turn him up.
Nobody's going to be happier, I promise you, than me. He going to have to turn his phone off, Wi-Fi calling, and answer that one so I can call and give him his props. The moment he runs, I don't care if it's 19.99,
or if it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Man, I'm doing 3 laps. I'm doing 3 victory laps. I don't care if I get 4th. I'm doing 3 victory laps.
My man. The job be a job well done at that point. I'm about to say, go ahead. I'm sorry, my bad.
So, obviously, you're not a stranger to competing at a high level. You also are not a stranger to wowing and playing into the crowd. University of Oregon, athlete and graduate. Talk to us a little bit about what it means to, go through the sport of track and field in Track Town, you know what I mean? And then also, carry that on internationally and take that energy. Obviously, you made a little coaching change, and you as well are a star athletics athlete. You got your training partner next to me. Talk to me about what you think his 4x1 would do if your 4x1 was in the race as well.
Now, he didn't put me in it, so they already lost. So I think I'm gonna go with a strictly star athletics team. I'm gonna put him in it. He played me, but it's all right. I'm gonna put Green Machine first.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put Green Machine first. If you see him run, he's always out the blocks first, 60, 70 meters. You ain't catching him after that.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Kenny on second. We can go Kenny or Gat.
Okay.
Kenny or Gat on second. I'm gonna go me third to Courtney Anchor. That's what we're gonna do, and we'll be anybody in the world.
Hold on, wait.
Stamp it.
That's called
Stamp it.
training partner loyalty.
Right. Yeah.
That's called loyal to the soil right there.
That's crazy.
Hey, we
right
gonna win.
here.
We gonna win too, cause I'm on it.
Crazy.
Yeah, we on it.
Yeah, you on both
Both.
teams.
We double
man.
dipping.
You got a clone out there like Gucci Man, man. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, playing it. I feel like coming from Oregon, it was. I feel like that introduced me to fanfare and showmanship too, because if you've been to Oregon, they're right on the track. You can slap everybody's hands on the track as you walking out, and I feel like that played a big part to me going into my character of you know, playing to the crowd and, you know, seeing the kids and all your fans internationally, like you said, you know, I mean, everybody come out there to see us. So I feel like it'll be not, you know, it'll be a little disrespect for me not to, you know, acknowledge them and show that I'm looking at y'all as well as y'all looking at me. You know, I'm here for y'all to put on a show for y'all as much as y'all have come and paid y'all hard-earned money for me. So,
now, how do you decide on what color you gonna dye your hair?
I mean, I go with themes. You know, I feel like me and my training partners, you know, I got Kyree, TT. You know, we have a thing to where we really value our, you know, individualism. So we want to, you know, stand out there. You know, so. Yeah. We always do a little theme about what we're doing. Maybe it's mine is the season. You know, I feel like this year I went green because I feel like I'm on a Joker theme. I'm on my villain theme this year. I'm coming to upset a lot of things this year. So that's the vibe I'm on. You know, I'm out there having fun, but I'm out there on a mission too.
So if you go 19 Doha, you gonna dye it red?
No, I'm staying green.
Why?
I'm already 19. That 2011 was 19. The clock just messed up with the wind.
Oh, the wind. Yeah.
It was already 19. It was the clock. Like if you go look at the picture, it say 19.
That's some weird math.
Yeah, the math ain't mathing. It's like the math ain't mathing. The real question is, Courtney, are you gonna dye your hair if he go 19?
No, I know he can go 19. I'm not. That's a
dumb bet, huh?
Yeah, that's a dumb bet. Oh yeah, I dye my. I go bald.
Oh, yeah.
44?
Whoa.
Hey,
you go 44.
40, I'm not running no 400. You crazy? But let's do this. I beat you in Doha. You dye your hair red.
Ooh,
bet.
It's a bet.
That's a bet.
If he beat you, then what?
You go bald.
Nah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. You gotta go red. You gotta go red.
All right, bet.
You gotta go red.
I'll go red.
Just for for the red raiders out there.
Got you. I got you.
For the
Loser
red
go
raiders.
red.
Yeah.
Bet.
I
Bet.
like that.
Bet.
I like that. I like that.
Let me gotta go green then for Oregon.
Oh yeah. I like that one way better. Trials, you got to go green.
Okay, that's a bet.
Bold.
That's a bet. Yeah, I bet.
All right, so outside of, obviously, relay performances and getting ready for Doha, how are you guys gauging this year, man? It's a huge year, Paris 24 Olympic Games, and we're just about, 7 weeks away from the trials for us?
6, 7 weeks,
6,
yeah.
7 weeks. So it's that time right now. Like, these next few travel trips are going to roll right into the big show or the mini show before the big show.
Mm-hmm.
What steps are y'all taking, man, to make sure y'all fine-tuned and dialed in? And what races can we expect to see you in after Doha, or will you go back into a pretty strict training block for the last 4 or 5 weeks?
I feel like we just take it step by step. You know, I mean, obviously, yeah, the Olympics is a big, important event in our season, in our career. Trials is the second biggest in our career, in our season, especially for U.S. But I just think, you know, it'll get there when we get there. You know, we just try to stay healthy, have fun while we trying to get there, you know, stay on top of our game, trust our coaching, and make sure that we trust that he'll get us there.
Right.
And after that, we just let the cards fall where they may. I mean, we got, in our group, we have the top people that are going to be there. So we just think of it like, you know, we just going to see what happens.
Okay.
We've done all the training, and we just going to see it on the line.
Is that the same perspective for you, Courtney?
Yeah, I feel like Dennis, he really got like the whole group really focused on the Olympics this year. But I feel like we've been working so hard and we've been focused on just making the team and getting there and just showing what we capable of.
Yeah.
And like, you know, any of us didn't run indoors, so we just been waiting to run and run. So now we just
letting them dogs off.
Yeah, letting them off. Yeah. So
tired of beating up on each other. We're trying to beat up on everybody else.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah.
If you could be sponsored by anybody in the world outside of a shoe company, who would you target?
Richard Milley.
Richard Milley, I like it.
Got to.
I like it.
I'm gonna go like street culture or something. I'm gonna do like Off-White or something. You know, I like they're pretty creative. They do things out of the norm, so I feel like that's me. I feel like I'll go street culture and do like Off-White or something.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I definitely would have went like Apple or Tesla or Google or something, or like something where I'm trying to, you know, a cereal box number on there. Like, you know what I mean?
The Erik Kynard iPhone.
yeah, something, man. Trying to be one of those live screens on there, jumping over bars or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was thinking more so fashion. You know, I feel like that's a little bit that we lack on the track. You know, I wish that would blend. It should blend seamlessly, but it kind of doesn't. I wish we could do a little bit more, so that's why I went my route.
Do you think it's a force-fed thing, or do you think that, you know, it just has to – more athletes have to be willing to step into, you know, coming into events and basically showcasing who they are outside of what they do. Because I think a lot of people may be stuck into an old mold of what athletes are supposed to be, and especially as it relates to athletics and track and field. So do you feel like, hey, man, no, we have to throw caution to the wind now? Like, my hair green today.
Yeah,
it is what it is, whether you like it or not.
I think that's absolutely it. I think we got stuck into a mold, and now I do start to see that there are people who try to show their individuality and stuff like that, show their personality. It more so is on social media. I wish they would bring it to the track more and do more things. It is kind of hard because we do have our brands. We do have our things that sponsors that will kind of block that or stand in the way of that. But I do think people should try to voice their opinion on what they want to do and what they want to be seen in or how they want to be seen. I definitely think that should be more of a thing this year or going forward.
I was about to ask, do you think sponsorships are, blocking and restricting people from opening up to their, different fashion styles on the track?
Hey, man, you doing the interview or are we doing the interview?
I mean,
man? What the hell you got going on over there, brother?
You're doing a good job.
They're trying to take my job?
Good question, right?
That was a great
I think
question.
it's a little bit of both. I mean, I think it's a little bit of both because it's obviously on the track we barely wear anything anyway. We got about 3 pieces of clothing on regardless of what event we doing, so it's hard to put a little bit on. But I think it is. But there's other options you can take. I mean, a lot of our brands do venture off and do those different collabs with different companies as well. And I think that we should be brought into that as well to make maybe our own thing or to be collaborating with those as well so that we can bring it to the track as well for the people that do have that type of niche.
So for the both of you, how will you measure success? What does that look like success, and how will you guys evaluate when you're done with this? Like, hey, man, whether I had a successful career or not, because I know he keeps y'all, on the straight and narrow as it relates to, keeping your mind sharp and kind of, not letting the outside noise kind of get in the way.
I would say for me, at the end of my career, being healthy and actually knowing when I want to actually stop. Yeah. And just going off of medals. Yeah. As many medals I can collect, that's a successful career for me. So yeah.
For me, I think outside of medals, outside of your legacy on the track, I think is another thing our coach always tell us is it's about y'all experiences. Y'all need to have stories to tell y'all friends, y'all kids, that they can look up and be like, my dad was doing this. Right. My son was doing this and doing that. He was here. Like even right now, we out here in the Bahamas. Right. With some of the fastest people in the world. There's all the countries in the world are here. Right. And it's just a great story to go home and tell. Like he said, to finish. For me, it's to finish and know that I've done as much as I could to make everybody else that brought me up and had a hand in this to make them proud. I can't do much to give back to them as much as they've given it to me. So I feel like me doing this and doing my best would be the payback for them, and that's how I would represent. Yeah.
Sure. Listen, man, we're not going to hold y'all all day. We know we got about 2 more hours until, it's go time.
It's showtime,
It's showtime, baby. And we definitely appreciate y'all joining us on the pod, man, and we look forward to what y'all do not only this weekend out there on the track and the relays, but in Doha. I'll be looking for that 19. We're going to be looking for that 19. If I see somebody walking into the trials, man, in Eugene with red hair, I'm going to know something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's going to be the tell.
I'm going to know something. Or green. We definitely appreciate y'all joining us, man, and good luck out there today.
Yeah,
appreciate y'all.
Sure.